together.
Good afternoon,
There
everybody.
it is. There it is. I was waiting for it. It's here. Oh my gosh, technology. We love it. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Doc and Queenie live every Monday. I wonder what time. What time is it at?
I have absolutely no idea. What do you think?
I think it's at high noon.
We could do that in stereo. Hi, noon. I know. I
It's
love that.
kind of
Oh my
scary.
gosh. I'm excited. Well, I'm always excited, as you might imagine, Doc, but holy moly. I was with someone just now on an alignable call, and he said something about, well, not until July 4th. And I said, did you know July 4th is a week from Thursday? And he goes, what? And I said, it's next week, my friend. And I think it was a huge shock. And I said, next Monday, a week from today, starts the second half of this year already, starts the third quarter. Holy moly. And he goes, oh no, because he had July 4th in his head like weeks away. And when I said, well, it's a week from Thursday, dude, and he was like, holy moly. So how about you, Doc? Is time flying or standing still?
Well, I know it's getting, of course, I always talk gardening. I'm starting to get ready to plant for fall.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, it's kind of cray cray.
I
Kind of
know
cray.
everything is definitely a cycle. And I think that is amazing for sure.
So, yes. So, hey, we need to talk about this Fab Five thing behind us.
Woohoo! I am loving the Fab Five.
What do you think about the Fab
I
Five?
think, oh my
I can't even
goodness,
say
it
that
was so
fast.
fun. Oh my gosh, it was so fun to see Michelle and Karen and Debbie in person, not to mention you. Everybody thinks that we're together all the time, and it's like, I haven't seen Doc since our birthdays in December. So I was like, that's not how this works. I'm telling you, everything is virtual, but the luncheons have been fun with Delinda Lane and the Fun Fearless Female Global Community of Christian Women. And being able to get the Fab Five all in the same room was pretty fun.
Yes, we were talking about that. It was like, when was I don't think we've ever been in the same space together. I mean, we all live in the same area, but since we've all gone virtual, it's been very hard. I'm trying to find us on Facebook here.
I don't think. That's thank you for that. I will change it to public since it automatically defaults to friends only.
Like, I'm looking. That's why I'm a little slightly distracted. Queenie,
Yeah,
come on.
that's okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
So, but no, we haven't been in public like other than our networking. What, 4 years ago? 5 years ago? It's 5 years ago. July 25th for you and I. No excuses networking. Oh my gosh, and a lazy.
All right, there you go. I found it and I fixed it, so you should be able to find it. Just refresh.
Okay,
All
there you
right,
go.
there is the Fab Five girl. How are you, Deb?
There she is. Awesome sauce, as we say in our
Star
family.
of the Fab Five.
So let me go to our groups. I'm trying to find us my groups. Doc and Queenie.
And no, it can't be on groups. Remember, we have to do my personal page.
All right. What was your name again?
I know, seriously. And that's why when people call me Queenie, I'm always like, I actually understand that. So it's very cute.
Kathy Weaver.
That's the one. That's the one.
Gosh, I'm not going to tell you what just popped up. I got to tell you what popped up.
Okay.
It's Kathy Weaver memorial page.
Oh, that is classic. Okay, good. And for Kathy Weaver, who passed away, then okay, I understand that. But yeah, memorial page, that's hysterical.
I think I'm in the wrong spot, Queenie.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh my God. And again, to Kathy Weaver, we're sorry and all that, but holy moly. But this actually continues our conversation from today at one of the posting parties. Literally, we were talking about findability and what pops up when you type in your name. This is a perfect example. I mean, seriously, no offense to the other Kathy Weavers out there, but that pops up memorial page, or what pops up your posting party, or what pops up your video, or what pops up your podcast. We were talking about Google searching and findability. And if you can't find you, how can your clients find you?
Right. And I found us. So there we go.
Right. And that's why I say if all of that doesn't work, and then certainly you were talking, Doc, on one of the training calls that I heard you do about Meta is changing everything from a standpoint of algorithm and traffic and blah, blah, blah. I know. And so, first of all, how do you keep up with all that? But second of all, for the little guy, how are we supposed to cope with all this high tech doodah?
Right. Well, and what I just recently heard, I haven't researched it yet. I don't know if anybody out there that watches us would know this, but we have to change our permissions on our settings on our Facebook page because they're using our photos and posts for their AI stuff.
Oh my goodness. Okay, interesting.
So I'm like, oh, if I can find my settings,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, seriously. And then, of
there's,
course, when you do that, change the setting thing, you need a password.
yep.
And I'm instantly going, the hackers know my passwords, but I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. And if they figure out my password, they've got everything, and they can have everything. I don't care. But yeah,
That's what I was going to say. It's very difficult to keep up with the tech stuff and the findability part and the privacy settings and all of those things. And it really is every day is a new adventure. And just like you couldn't find this video because Facebook defaults to friends only. And I appreciate that, but it won't blast it unless it's public. And so I'm just like, okay, you're killing
and
me.
I guess I'm not your friend.
I know. And that's what I mean.
That's
They
a
keep it,
part that
they
doesn't make
don't
sense.
blast it out unless you go to someone's page specifically.
No.
Hey,
And
Earl, our buddy from Iowa.
welcome, Earl. Welcome to Doc and Queenie Facebook. Well, we're Facebook Live every
Seriously, we're
Yeah.
doing our living best. That's for sure.
So if I can sidetrack, we're talking about being in the know. I had a question this past week, and it'll be a review for most of us, but it's always good to go over it, just in case, we might have missed something. But it's the good old, how do you post when you make a post? How are you tagging yourself? I had somebody talk about, well, I did the ad sign, but it didn't work. And I wanted to, I don't know if I could probably post something here. We could post something on our page and I could show you what I do, unless you want to make some comments before I get to that.
Oh, please go right ahead. That would be perfect. We were talking about findability and we were talking about making sure that your Google search goes exactly the way you want. And certainly the cross-pollination part. Hey, there's the acagodmother.com. And so we're always talking in terms of, yes, Earl, we are talking about the tagging piece, but it's always a matter of keywords and things like that. And what do you want to be known as? What is your power statement, as we call it? So that's a very big deal, Doc.
I'm going to push a button I've never pressed before. Let's see if it works.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, I'll be back.
That's okay. We hope you don't disappear.
Here we go. Let's see. I just need to look. I guess we'll do this. We'll try this one. Well, no, let's try this one.
Nice.
We'll try this one. All right. Oh, also share audio. Always remember audio.
Yeah.
Okay. It is not letting me get past hitting the button to share. So I don't know what's going on. So I guess it didn't work unless you see something different on your.
Oh, I don't.
Okay. Well, I was hoping. My browser has been blocked. Click the screen icon in your address bar. Okay, let's try it again. I don't know why it's blocked. Maybe I've got the blocker on. I don't know. I'm not going to bother. Let's just talk about it then. So we're talking about tagging. And I had somebody say basically they didn't understand why when they used an @ sign, it didn't work. It didn't tag people.
Yes.
So a basic thing. If you are on Facebook and you follow somebody's company or you follow somebody, if you're a friend,
yes,
they will automatically pop up after you put @ sign, and we'll use you as a good excuse, Kathy. All I have to do is go @ and sometimes I get to CA when I'm typing CA and your Kathy Weaver pops up.
Okay.
And it's also dependent on where I'm at too. If I'm on my business page, Kathy Weaver, or I'm sorry, Miracles with Water will pop up. when I do an at sign. I usually tag you the most. So those usually are in order of who you tag the most. So it's either Kathy Weaver, Miracles with Water, will pop up, but you have to be following those people. So that was kind of my answer to that. You can't just go at type in Kathy Weaver, because like we just started with Kathy, there's a Kathy Weaver that's in heaven. And this Kathy Weaver here is here. So you're not going to get who you're looking for if you're not following them. That's basically what I'd like to say.
Absolutely. And the at sign, yes, Earl, just like Earl put that in for us. And that's exactly right. And tag, tag, tag. The keywords are important and the hashtags are nice. But when you're wanting to knock on someone's door and actually say, hey, Doc, I wanted to let you know I love your page. I love your videos. I love your gardening expertise. If I don't tag, 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 knock, knock, knock on Doc's door, Doc's not going to know I was there. And so that's why I think that's a huge piece, Doc. And like I say, when you do all your trainings and all the different things that you do helping your clients, these are huge pieces that a lot of people actually miss.
Yes. And another part of tagging, we'll talk, of course, hashtags. And we've talked about this before. How many would you say, Queenie, hashtags do you use consistently? How many would you say you have that you use consistently?
My consistent piece is always hashtag work from home, water, wellness, end plastic waste, save our planet, and certainly save money. So I would say 3 to 5, and sometimes depending upon the topic, like price increase, in my post I have done up to 10 before.
Yeah, and I do about the same. I've got my 5 to 7. I do a little bit more, 5 to 7 favorites, and then whatever I'm talking about, I'll have a hashtag that ties into that.
Absolutely.
1 or 2. So, did we miss anything on tagging?
Well, there's a million things to learn, and quite frankly, the second we learn something, I always tell the folks this at the posting party. The second we learn something, they change it. So don't get yourself all wound up in some of this stuff, but the tag, tag, tag part and the knock, knock, knock on the door that we talk about. When I do at sign kitchen garden expert, at sign Doc, Laura Christine, it's hard for me to call you that. But at sign, I know, seriously, it's one of those things. At sign Earl Williams, at sign Debbie Miller, at sign Karen Higgins. And it's very difficult if people are not notified that you stopped by their page, they actually won't know that. Right. And Debbie loves the hashtag Doc and Queenie. So thank you, Deb.
We love the hashtag too.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely. And especially in Earl's business, obviously he is a DJ. And if you hashtag Nightwolf, because that would be his name of his company. Yeah. Hashtag Iowa, hashtag remote, hashtag virtual, hashtag local, hashtag any specific cities that he would work in a different city every day if you want, just to get the keywords out there. It lets people find you. And
those are your hashtags, and I would hashtag DJ, hashtag music, yes, hashtag fun, hashtag party, hashtag
always.
Yeah. So it just keeps that engine going. And then I know you teach this with your posting parties. On somebody makes a post, you tag them, and that just keeps that engine going. It opens it up to everybody's followers, and you can keep that engine going. And I always use the one example where we did a posting party, and I did one little thing on my greenhouse, and I had over 150 responses because the engine kept on going, and I gained like 15 connection or 50 connections on LinkedIn. So it's fun, but with our business, it's appropriate. We have to.
Speaking of that, let's hear your latest number.
My latest number. Well, I haven't looked in. I looked yesterday, but it always changes. Let's see what we've got.
Earl, I just noticed Nightwolf event DJ. That is awesome, of course. And so that's your DNA, if you will, and that's great. The rest of the story for me is it's always a matter of how much of that will people type in to find you. And so that is where my brain goes from a standpoint of hashtag Nightwolf, because that is your DNA, and hashtag DJ. I want a DJ for my wedding or my this or my something, that would be the keyword search that people would find you. Yeah, Debbie, just like that. Legal help, certainly legal, etc. So Nightwolf is great because that's your branding. So Miracles with Water is my branding. People wouldn't know what that is unless they met me. And then water is bigger. and wellness is bigger. And so that's why I don't do Kathy Weaver's Miracles with Water Company that's been around for 16 years full time. No one's going to type that in.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's always a matter of what will they type in to find you. And as soon as you type something in the search engine, then all of a sudden the words that pop up, just like you said, Doc, with CA, Kathy Weaver comes up, and MIRAC, usually Miracles with Water comes up. And so it really does help with the branding.
Yep. Well, I just looked at my YouTube channel.
And drum roll, please.
I have 876 followers.
Woo!
Or subscribers, I should say. And I have 309,000 views. So that's up.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations to the million. That is fantastic.
So, getting the ball going.
That is fantastic. I was just on Alignable and I said to the gentleman, I was in the room and I said, do you have a YouTube channel? He goes, yes, I do. And I thought, oh my gosh, he's going to be a biggie. And so I clicked, I said, what is it? And I found him and he had 90 subscribers. And I said, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. How long have you had your channel? He said, oh, a couple years. And so I thought, okay, it's time for you to join us at a posting party, my friend. So he was very sweet about it. And he was thrilled with the 90. And so it's always funny to me that people are, what would you say, satisfied or something, maybe even complacent.
Because they don't know. They don't know.
Absolutely, yes. And do you want your reach bigger? And he's kind of a big entity. And so I thought, oh my gosh. And so it's a matter of getting more subscribers and getting your reach out there, and certainly the networking piece. I have 36 on Nightwolf and 29 on Midwest Plainsman. So the answer to that for me, Earl, just so you know, is I have one umbrella YouTube channel, and all of my different entities, networking and Kongan and Doc and Queenie and all of that is on playlists underneath my umbrella. So if I had to get 29 and 36 and all those different subscribers, I'd still be working on it. So for me, it's a matter of I need to, it would not be easy for me to have multiple channels. Yeah, it would be hard for me to consolidate.
So cool. Well, hey, why don't we run through we have to do our traditional national days of, and this week actually is all about food.
Well, there you go. I
know that's unusual.
Already. Yeah.
But there was not much to choose from, to be honest. So let's look at today is National Pralines Day. I'm not a praline person. Are you?
Since I don't readily know what that is, I guess not. But I imagine it's like pralines and cream or some kind of butterscotchy thing.
Like it's nuts and it's almost like a brickle or.
Okay. All right. Peanut brittle is probably what you're trying to say.
What I'm trying to say.
Yeah, because it feels very butterscotchy like that. And I like butterscotch fine, I suppose, but I wouldn't just sit around and eat pralines.
No, me neither. The sugar would kill me. Tomorrow is strawberry parfaits. Wednesday is coconut. The coconut's super healthy. We do a lot of coconut oil, coconut. I've got actually a coconut creamer I put into my mushroom coffee every day. Thursday is sunglasses and onions.
What a combination is that?
So put your sunglasses on while you're chopping those onions.
I'm serious. Oh my goodness.
And we need sunglasses here because it is so. We're gonna hit 100 today in Kansas City. They say it's at about 90. It was 96-ish when I looked at the thermometer when I came in this morning. And then, Friday is Alaska, the 49th state celebration. Saturday is onion rings. We've talked about that in the past.
By the way, Karen Higgins actually said that it was Jack Stack that has the stack of onion rings. I also have, ironically, I always love that. When I was looking at all my posts, another company that does it, which is the one I was thinking of out in South Olathe, we used to do chamber stuff there, and they brought us usually a table filled with towers of onion rings, and it was Red Robin. And when I remembered that, I went, oh my gosh. And so Red Robin onion rings, they always brought to us. And so I think that was, jambalaya. Holy moly, dude.
Send some over.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, he's in Iowa. He could transport it.
He's not too far away. It's only about 4 hours, depending on where you're at.
Yeah, that would work for sure. But that onion rings, I thought about that as well. So it's funny what pops up on your feed after you say it out loud.
Of course. Sunday is one of your favorite days, hydration day.
Woo! I love it already.
So, and then our quote for today is yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift of God, which is why they call it the present. Isn't that good?
Absolutely. I love that one. And usually when people post that, they do some kind of gift box opening up and all that stuff. So, yes, I definitely agree with that.
So that is our national days of. Thank you to our godmother, Karen Hagens, for the calendar that she sent so we could keep that going.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Karen Hagens, of course, is one of our dynamic Fab Five. So if you haven't been to the Doc and Queenie Facebook group page yet, please do. Doc took a fantastic selfie, and we got everybody in there that we needed to get in there as far as the Fab Five stuff that we usually do for the Jib Jab thing. And so, with you capturing and making this fantastic logo of the Fab Five, oh, there's my water drop. That turned out cute.
Yes, I was going to say your water drops. I didn't know.
Wow, I love the way it does that with one of my. I've got an expert VCam on here, and it's funny how StreamYard picks that up.
Technology. Yes.
I know, and so, but it really is fun to get the Fab Five together, and the logo that you created, Doc, looks great.
Thank you. Yes, it was fun. It was fun with that picture. Like we started with, it was fun for all of us to be together. So,
oh, absolutely.
We should have danced for everybody. Oh, if I thought about that.
Oh, yeah, we could have done all of our bunny dances in person. That would have been.
I'm sure.
We would have cleared the room, and
we would have cleared the room very quickly. I'm sure.
It would have been bye. You guys are out of here.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, it looks like we've got this week on Wednesday, we've got a class coming up, don't we?
Yes, we do. Absolutely. And I'm super excited about that as well. We don't tell you the topic ahead of time only because if it's not something that you love, you automatically have preconceived notion. If it is something you love, it's recorded anyway, so you're good to go. But honestly, the classes are the fourth Wednesday of every month at high noon Central Time. And we love to be able to elaborate on some of the topics that you share with us. How do I this? Where do I that? That was a cool something. Different things when we're out networking, what we have found and heard from other people that are a good fit. And so it really is a very cool opportunity for the fourth Wednesday of every month to be able to actually, first of all, get the Doc and Queenie community together again, but also to be able to actually take some of the topics that we talk about a step or two further.
Yes, definitely. And, whether I'm teaching or you're, I always learn something.
My gosh. I learn when I'm teaching because I said it out loud and went, oh.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. And the questions are awesome and the interaction is great. So we are looking forward to the fourth Wednesday of every month. Mark your calendar, save the date. And in case you miss it, don't panic. It's recorded, but we do love the interaction as it's happening.
Yes, we do. Coconuts, sunglasses, and onions. Debbie Miller.
Oh, gosh.
Debbie Deb.
Yeah, so great. I know. So great.
All right. So we've got a wheel coming up, don't we?
We do indeed. And I wanted to know what the topics will be this time. So we'll find out. We always shuffle. 7 is Doc's number, 5 is mine. So we shuffle 6 times to find out what our topic for today will be. Oh, gosh, this is perfect.
Yay.
Yeah, this is absolutely perfect. And so I would love to take this one step further from a standpoint of Google search and Google Scholar search. What do you think, Doc? Do you use Google a lot?
I use a different platform, to be honest, but I do use the Google Scholar for more medical types of topics.
Okay, so Google Scholar is for medical. And what's your other platform? Can you tell us that?
I use Brave.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not, it might not be as great as Google, but it's on my phone and it's easier to get to than Google. That's probably the only reason I don't really use Google.
So do you type in gardening in Kansas City, or what do you do to find you?
To find me, I guess, I've never really, I, of course, have typed out kitchen garden expert and there's nobody out there.
Well, that's why I say nobody would know that yet
Know
unless they
that.
had met you. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I wondered what you do to find you.
Yeah, gardening KC, and it'll come up because I've hashtagged. Yeah, garden KC, hashtag garden KC. So, yes. But yeah, I don't use Google a lot. I'll use Google Scholar. How about you?
I prefer Google Scholar. Back in the day when I first heard about this water, I everything's a scam and everything's snake oil and all that stuff. I wanted to get to the real facts from well, company's been around for 50 years, so I guess that speaks for itself. But the rest of that story is I want the real facts. I want the documentation, science piece behind whatever I'm looking for. And so when I was typing in Kangen water to find out what it is on Google Scholar, yes. But then when I do a Google search, Kangen water Kansas City, Kangen water Midwest, because they wouldn't know Kathy Weaver necessarily. Healthy water, sustainability, green living, all that stuff. I want to be findable, and I must be because the clients who find me now, I always ask if they're not a referral from one of my water reps. I always ask, "How did you find me?" And 9 times out of 10, it's a Google search. And so if they searched for healthy water, then I ask them specifically, "What were you searching for?" And if they say Kansas City, Midwest, USA, whatever that is, I want to make sure that I continue, of course, with those hashtags.
That's excellent. Yes, and I know you've got a lot of different. Well, and I'm going to segue into domain stuff too.
Okay. Yes.
Hashtag domains, and they all kind of interconnect and cross pollinate. Um, so I think that's fantastic, though. To be able to search and find yourself.
A
So
million percent. And if you Google yourself at least once a month, what comes up first? YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, which one of those platforms is listed first on that page? And so once you find yourself, the consistency, the congruency piece, the common denominator, if you will, is your keyword and your hashtag to make you findable. Obviously, hashtag ACA Godmother is fantastic if everybody knew Karen's title. But then where you would go one step further, networking in Kansas City, in person networking, all of those things would allow ACA Business Club to be findable on a search. And then more and more people would be able to attend hashtag coffees, hashtag in-person events, things like that. So there's a million different ways that you can go with this, but the consistency piece I have found to be very fantastic when my clients find me accidentally on the internet.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I definitely love it. Let's find out if we have a word today. We said so many words already. I wonder if every word on here we've said. So let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right in the middle, and see what word comes up. Like we would not have spoken it yet. I can't imagine. Oh, no, this is excellent.
Ooh, we haven't done this before in a
No,
while.
we have not. And once again, we thank our faithful friends on purpose for bringing that to us. All the words that you guys want to hear or elaborate on, we're happy to do that. What does retreat mean to you, Doc?
Well, it means it used to mean getting out of town and going away by yourself,
Okay.
far, far away.
Yeah. Okay.
I get I am blessed that I can go out to my back 40, as we call it,
Oh
and
gosh. Yeah. You've got your
garden
own
is my
private
retreat.
retreat.
Yes, I'm working on building that. Yeah, it just means to kind of unplug and just kind of chill, I guess. What does that mean to you, Queenie?
Actually, the first thing that came to me is be somewhere and retreat. And so that is like a verb. And so that's where my brain went initially. Now, I know there are many people in our community who actually host retreats, which means they have large events, which, of course, for me, it would obviously be networking, but you're going to learn about a specific something, or it's a retreat to actually get away and bond with other people on a much more intense, elaborate way. So for me, retreat is go somewhere and realize either this isn't a good fit or the energy's wrong or whatever, retreat, go away, disappear, or the retreat part as far as an event that people would host with 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 like a smaller group kind of retreat that would offer a chance to get to know people better.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a very cool word. I thank you very much to whoever gave it to us. We don't announce your name on here publicly unless you've asked us to.
Faithful
So, but
purpose. There you go.
absolutely. But that's a very cool word, and it has a lot of different connotations.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very cool. So guess what, Queenie? We just hit the 30-minute mark again.
Oh my gosh, this was super fast,
flying.
Doc. Holy moly.
Keeps flying. Do you have any plans for your week?
Oh my gosh. Well, let's do the stay cool thing. I actually hopped outside yesterday, right? I actually had a call yet on a Sunday at 11 o'clock. It was a great call. But I wanted to cut the grass, the front yard only, because I wanted to do the watering and all that stuff. And I like to cut it first and water second kind of thing. And so I don't know if we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. The forecast calls for severe storms. And so I don't know if that's going to happen. So it's always one of those stay cool kind of things. Today is a weather alert day, as they call it, which means stay hydrated. And
Yes.
so drink, drink, drink. Of course, we all do. And I'm super excited to do that. But it really is a matter of staying cool. I know. And I always tell people, be sure to drink before you're thirsty.
Right. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Because if you get thirsty and you're outside, you're in trouble very quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's hot out when I've got my air conditioning set pretty high. It feels good in here. Normally I wouldn't keep it as high as it is, but I'm like, it's been running and running and running and kind of trying to take a little bit of the pressure off. But yeah, it's not as humid. The past couple of days haven't been as humid as they were like last week. It was
yeah, last week was brutal.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had to come in several times to change my clothes. And I'm not somebody that sweats, so it was very unbearable. But yeah, today it's supposed to hit 100, and then tomorrow hopefully we will get those storms, and not too severe, please.
Yeah. Let's not do severe storms. Let's just do sweet.
We'll take the
precious
rain.
storms.
Yes.
We'll do sweet precious storms. Yeah.
Yes. So thank you everyone for joining us today on Doc and Queenie Live every Monday at
high noon.
You can reach out to KathyWeaverKC.com. She's all over social media, Kathy Weaver KC, or myself, KitchenGardenExpert.com, Kitchen Garden Expert, all over social media. Until next time, everybody have a great week. Stay hydrated, stay cool, and we will catch you. I guess we're going to be pretty close to July next week, aren't we?
Yes, we will be July 1st. That's pretty fun. And then Wednesday, of course, is our class. So hopefully you can hit us on that day as well. And 6 weeks from today is Doc and Queenie day 4. So it's flying.
It is flying. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Queenie.
Thank you, Doc. Bye for now.
Bye.